Hello guys, if you are a developer or an IT professional or in computer science field or a technology enthusiast like me, then you have come to the right place. In this video, we will discuss the latest 7 ways in how Google is making technology more helpful and accessible for Indian developers in 2023. Let's deep dive into the video. Before that, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel so that we can bring more interesting videos for you in the future. Now, let's start the deployment. It's fascinating to see the growth of India's developer ecosystem over the years and the positive impact it has made today in the lives of billions of people across the globe. India's ecosystem, one of the largest in the world, has been using technology to build innovative solutions for crucial areas, and continues to take new heights in leading India's position as a global innovation hub. There has never been a better time in history than in this decade for Indian developers to scale with new technologies, surfaces, and most importantly users emerging in the digital landscape. Google has been making deep investments to empower the ecosystem with a rich set of open and integrated technologies, helping them leverage the power of our cloud services, web browsers, mobile platforms, and emerging breakthroughs in AI. Building on Google's commitment, in June 2023 at Google's first I/O Connect event in Bengaluru, India, in the presence of over 2,000 passionate innovators, Google shared a slate of tools and technologies to help India's developers to build high-quality and scalable solutions for the country and the world in the most productive, creative, and responsible way. Now, let's cover the topics brought up in that event to get better clarity. First, build generative AI applications with PaLM API, MakerSuite, and Vertex AI. Google wants to help all developers to benefit from today's new era of generative AI to build powerful products and experiences. Developers in India can now access Google's state-of-the-art large language model, which also powers Bard, through MakerSuite and PaLM API, also known as Pathways Language Model, an easy-to-use tool that helps create and prototype prompts directly in the browser. PaLM API is also accessible via Firebase extensions, enabling developers to add a chat interface for continuous dialogue, text summarization, and many more. Generative AI support is also available on Google Cloud's Vertex AI, to help developers build and power custom enterprise-ready generative AI applications. With this update, developers can access Google's text model powered by PaLM 2, Embeddings API for text, and other foundation models in Model Garden, and leverage user-friendly tools in Generative AI Studio for model tuning and deployment. Google introduced 3 new models in Vertex AI, including first, Cody for code completion and generation, which you can train on your own codebase to help you build applications fast. Second, Chirp, a universal speech model, which brings speech-to-text accuracy for over 300 languages. And third is Imagine, which powers image generation, editing, and customization from text inputs. Google also brings Security AI Workbench, an industry-first extensible platform powered by a specialized, security large language model called SecPaLM, which is trained on PaLM 2 and fine-tuned for security use cases. The new features help scale cybersecurity teams by explaining the attack paths of threat actors, generating case investigation reports, and monitoring digital threats to help protect you from being the next victim. Second, Accelerator and Startup Credits Program for ONDC, to support the growth of India's digital sellers. Google launched an accelerator program for ONDC, Open Network for Digital Commerce, to help businesses with the tools and resources they need to build and scale their digital commerce operations. Google Cloud is open sourcing a ready implementation of ONDC infrastructure and core APIs. This implementation is specifically designed to facilitate scalability and security, enabling them to concentrate on business-critical tasks on the network. Businesses will also have access to Google's retail AI technology, which will help enhance search experiences on the network, and Google's PaLM API to help improve the quality and descriptions of catalogs using generative AI. To further support the ONDC ecosystem, Google is introducing a startup credits program where organizations that enable ONDC are eligible to apply for a $25,000 grant. Third, opening access to research models and datasets to help developers build meaningful solutions. Last year, Google launched Project Vani, in collaboration with the Indian Institute of Science (IISc), to collect anonymized speech data from people across 773 districts. As part of its first milestone, IISc is open-sourcing these diverse, high-quality datasets. Developers can now access over 4,000 hours of speech data across 38 languages, collected from 10K+ speakers, encompassing 80 districts, and use these datasets to build their own technology and applications that reflect the way local languages are spoken. Google is open-sourcing their Open Buildings datasets in India, which are based on satellite imagery that identifies the locations and outlines of over 200 million buildings in the country. Each of the identified buildings also includes a plus code, the open-source system that provides a unique address for a location. Google is hoping that it will streamline the work of developers, authorities, and aid organizations across urban planning and humanitarian response, environmental and climate science, essential services such as health and education, and more. Last year, Google also announced a state-of-the-art AI and machine learning model that can identify and even highlight medicines within handwritten prescriptions. Google is anticipating that the developers will soon be able to express interest to use the Research API by applying to the Trusted Tester program for private preview. 4. Being inclusive and responsible in our approach to AI-generated images, and open-sourcing our stereotype mitigation database. As part of Google's AI approach of being both bold and responsible, they are ensuring all their AI-generated images have metadata and markup on the original file, to give users context if they come across it outside of their platforms. Publishers and creators will also be able to add metadata. Last year, Google launched Project Bindi to evaluate and mitigate biases in natural language processing in the Indian socio-cultural context. Since then, Google developed scalable methods to perform more comprehensive stereotype evaluation in NLP. Google has built the C-Gull database, a global stereotype benchmark with broad geo-cultural coverage, including stereotypes existing within India. This database is now open-sourced, and they look forward to sharing more on this technology in the coming months. 5. India first experimental feature on Google Maps platform to find and communicate addresses more intuitively. Imagine not having to call your food delivery driver to share a landmark near your apartment. Yes, you heard it right. Listen to this, this is very interesting. To enable developers to help their customers find addresses easily, Google is launching address descriptors, an India-first experimental feature in 25 Indian cities, available through the reverse geocoding API. Using a combination of machine learning signals on proximity, prominence, and visibility, all informed by in-depth research, this feature automatically provides developers with the most relevant landmarks and area names relative to an address. With address descriptors, developers can save time, reduce errors, and deliver a more intuitive customer experience. 6. Features to optimize for a multi-device world. Users are going beyond the smartphone and adding new connected devices to their daily lives. To help developers optimize for this multi-device world, Google introduced the new Watch Face format feature, a new declarative XML format built in partnership with Samsung to help developers bring their great ideas to the watch face market, and new APIs to bring rich animations to tiles, one of the fastest ways to get things done or launch an app on Wear OS. Google also introduced Compose for TV that's now available in alpha, to help developers seamlessly build native TV apps by providing a library of components that are optimized for it. 7. More powerful, and easier to build for the web. Google is making the web more powerful, and easier to build, to help developers maximize their growth. WebAssembly now supports Kotlin and Dart, extending its benefit of reaching new customers on the web with native performance while reusing existing code, to Android and Flutter developers. Google also shared more on WebGPU, a newly available API that unlocks the power of GPU hardware and makes the web AI ready. Developers can save costs, increase speed, and build privacy-preserving AI features with access to on-device computing power. These were just a few highlights of some new tools and technologies that Google announced recently in June 2023 to help developers in India more easily harness the power of AI, and also to more easily create applications for a variety of form factors and platforms. So yes, we have finished the deployment, but don't worry, we will bring more updates and factual data and trending topics in the upcoming videos that are lined up. Stay tuned with us for more exciting content. I hope this video was informative and knowledgeable to you. If you got to know something new, please like, comment and subscribe to our channel. It will keep us motivated. Believe in yourself, you are one step away from success. Take that step.